The night I caught them, the world didn't shatter all at once. It cracked silently, like glass under pressure. I remember the sound first. A laugh. Her laugh. Soft, familiar. The kind that used to comfort me after long days. The kind that had been my safe place for years. It slipped through the half-open door of my boyfriend's apartment like a blade. I shouldn't have been there. I had planned a surprise. His favorite cake, a small gift, and a heart full of love. Instead, I stood frozen in the hallway, my fingers tightening around the box as another sound followed. His voice. Lower, intimate, different, and then silence. Not the peaceful kind. The guilty kind. When I pushed the door open, I wasn't ready for what I saw. No one ever is. There they were. My boyfriend. My best friend. Entangled in a moment that didn't belong to me anymore. For a second, none of us moved. Time stretched painfully, like it was giving me a chance to deny reality. Her eyes met mine first, wide, terrified, already full of excuses. His followed, not with shame, but with irritation, as if I had interrupted something important. That's when something inside me broke completely. I didn't scream, I didn't cry, not then. I just placed the cake on the table, carefully, as if the world hadn't just ended. Enjoy, I said quietly. My voice didn't even sound like mine. Then I walked out. And that was it. Or at least, that's what I thought. The days that followed were heavier than anything I had ever carried. Betrayal isn't just heartbreak. It's confusion. It's replaying every memory, every laugh, every I love you, and wondering which ones were real. I stopped answering calls. I ignored messages. I blocked them both eventually, not out of strength, but because I couldn't breathe every time their names lit up my screen. My apartment, once cozy, felt suffocating. Every corner echoed with loneliness, except for one unexpected presence. My neighbor. He lived across the hall, a quiet man I had barely noticed before. Always polite, always reserved, the kind of person you nod to but never really know. His name was Julian. And somehow, he knew. Not the details, not the full story, but he saw the aftermath. The red eyes, the sleepless nights. The way I sat on the stairs one evening, unable to even make it inside my own home. That was the first time he spoke more than 2 words to me. You don't have to stay strong all the time, he said gently. I didn't respond. I just cried. Right there, in front of a stranger. And he didn't try to fix it. He just sat beside me. Days turned into weeks, and Julian became a quiet constant. He never asked too many questions. He didn't push. But he showed up in small, almost invisible ways. A cup of coffee left by my door. A simple, "Did you eat today?" A soft knock when he hadn't seen me in a while. At first, it felt strange, suspicious even. After everything I had been through, kindness felt like a trick. That was my biggest challenge. Trust. Not just trusting others, but trusting myself again. How had I not seen the betrayal? How had I been so blind? I pushed Julian away more than once. I don't need saving, I snapped one evening. He didn't flinch. I know, he said calmly. I'm not here to save you. That answer stayed with me. But healing isn't linear. One afternoon, I ran into them again. My ex and my former best friend. Together. Happy. Like nothing had happened. Like I hadn't existed. The pain came rushing back, stronger than before. My chest tightened, my vision blurred, and for a moment, I thought I would collapse right there in the street. That night, I broke down completely. I wasn't enough, I whispered, sitting on my kitchen floor. Julian was there again. Not because I called him, but because he noticed my door slightly open, the lights on too late, the silence too loud. "No," he said firmly, kneeling in front of me. "They weren't enough for you." I shook my head. "You don't understand." "I understand more than you think," he interrupted softly. For the first time, I saw something in his eyes. Pain. Real, deep, buried pain. "I trusted someone once, too," he admitted. "And I lost more than just love." That was the moment everything shifted. He wasn't just the nice neighbor. He was someone who had survived his own storm. Slowly, piece by piece, I began to rebuild myself. I started going outside again. I found small joys, morning sunlight, music, cooking meals just for me. And Julian, he stayed. But something changed. He started pulling back. Less knocking, fewer conversations. At first, I didn't notice. Then I did. And it scared me. One evening, I finally confronted him. "Why are you avoiding me?" I asked, my voice trembling more than I expected. He sighed, running a hand through his hair. "I'm not avoiding you," he said. "I'm protecting myself." "From me?" I asked, confused. "From wanting something I shouldn't." Silence filled the space between us. My heart skipped. "What do you mean?" He hesitated, then looked straight at me. "I care about you," he said. "More than I planned to." The words hit me like a wave. "I didn't reclaim you," he continued quietly. "You were never something to take. But I can't pretend I don't feel this anymore." For a moment, fear took over. What if this was another mistake? What if I got hurt again? That was my final challenge, the hardest one. Letting someone in again. "I'm scared," I admitted. He nodded. "So am I." We stood there, two broken people, unsure of the next step. "But I don't want to run anymore," I added softly. His eyes softened. "Then don't," he said. Love didn't come rushing back like a storm. It came quietly. In shared smiles. In late-night conversations. In trust built slowly, carefully, honestly. Julian didn't try to replace my past. He helped me grow beyond it. And one day, I realized something powerful. The worst betrayal of my life had led me to someone who showed me what real love looks like. Not perfect, not dramatic, but patient, kind, safe. Sometimes, losing everything is the only way to find what you truly deserve. And sometimes, the person you never noticed is the one who was always meant to stay. The first time Julian held my hand, it wasn't dramatic. No fireworks, no music, no perfect moment, just silence and warmth. And somehow, that scared me more than anything else. A week after his confession, things between us felt different. Not awkward, but fragile. Like we were walking on a thin bridge, unsure if it would hold or collapse under the weight of what we both felt. We still talked, still shared coffee, still sat on the stairs late at night. But now, every glance carried meaning. Every pause felt louder. Every accidental touch lingered just a little longer than before. And my heart, it didn't know what to do with it. "I don't want to lose you," I told him one evening. We were sitting on the rooftop, the city lights glowing softly around us. He didn't look at me right away. "You won't," he said quietly. "But what if this ruins everything?" I asked. He finally turned, his expression calm but serious. "What we have now, it's already something," he said. "Running from it won't protect it. It'll just slowly destroy it." His words hit deep. Because he was right. Fear had already taken too much from me. I couldn't let it take this too. So we tried slowly, carefully, honestly. Our first date wasn't even planned. We ended up at a small cafe after getting caught in the rain. I was laughing, soaked, my hair a mess, and for the first time in weeks, I felt like myself again. Julian watched me quietly, a soft smile on his face. "What?" I asked, slightly embarrassed. "Nothing," he said. "I just like seeing you like this." "Like what?" "Alive." I didn't realize how much I needed to hear that until that moment. But healing doesn't erase the past. It tests you with it. And mine came back harder than I expected. A message. From him, my ex. "I need to talk." Just 3 words. But they felt like a storm crashing back into my life. I stared at the screen for a long time. My hands shook. My chest tightened. Julian noticed immediately. "What happened?" he asked gently. I hesitated, then showed him the message. He didn't react the way I expected. No anger. No jealousy. Just quiet understanding. "You don't have to answer," he said. "I know," I replied. "But I think I need to." Not for him. For me, meeting him again felt like reopening a wound I had just started to heal. He looked the same. Maybe a little tired. Maybe a little guilty. But not broken. Not like I had been. "I made a mistake," he said almost immediately. I didn't respond. "I miss you," he added. That used to be all I needed to hear. But now, it felt empty. "You didn't just make a mistake," I said calmly. "You made a choice." He looked down. "It didn't mean anything," he insisted. I let out a quiet laugh. "That's worse." He frowned. "What do you mean?" If it meant nothing, then I meant nothing. Silence. Heavy. Unavoidable. "I loved you," I continued, "and you broke that like it was nothing." I was confused. "No," I cut him off. "You were selfish." For the first time, I saw it clearly. Not the man I loved. Just a man who didn't deserve me. When I walked away from him that day, something inside me finally felt free. Like I had taken back a part of myself that I thought was gone forever. That night, I found Julian waiting outside my apartment. He didn't ask questions. He just looked at me. And I smiled. A real one. "It's over," I said softly. He nodded, relief flashing across his face. "Are you okay?" he asked. I took a deep breath, then stepped closer. "I think I am." And before fear could stop me, I kissed him. It wasn't perfect. It wasn't practiced. But it was real. And for the first time, I didn't feel like I was falling. I felt like I was finally standing. But love, even the good kind, comes with its own challenges. Weeks passed, and things between us grew stronger. We laughed more, talked more, opened up more. But Julian still held something back. I could feel it. In the way he sometimes went quiet. In the way his eyes darkened when certain topics came up. In the way he avoided talking about his past. One night, I finally asked, "What happened to you?" I said softly. He froze. "You said you lost more than love," I continued. "What did you mean?" For a moment, I thought he wouldn't answer. Then he sighed. "I was engaged," he said quietly. My heart sank slightly. To someone I trusted completely. "And?" I asked gently. "She left," he said. "Not for someone else, but because she didn't believe in me anymore." I frowned. "What do you mean?" "I lost my job, my stability, everything," he explained, "and she decided I wasn't worth the struggle." The pain in his voice was raw. "I gave her everything," he added, "and when I needed her the most, she walked away." I stepped closer. "And that's why you're scared," I said softly. He nodded. "I don't want to be someone's temporary comfort again." His words broke something in me, because I understood that fear too well. "I'm not her," I whispered. "I know," he replied, "but fear doesn't listen to logic." I took his hand. "Then let's prove it wrong," I said. He looked at me, searching my eyes. "For both of us." That night, we didn't make promises. We didn't rush into forever. We just chose each other. In that moment, honestly, fear and all. Because real love isn't about being unbreakable. It's about choosing to stay, even when you know you could break again. And this time, we weren't running. We were building something real together.